Greetings, Tanglers. Welcome to day 8 of Inktober 2025. My name is Rachel Schwartz, and we are going to look at Cochombros, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, by Tanya Fariel-Joyer. So, before we go into our squash book, I actually think that this tangle is a little more challenging, at least for me it is. This is not a new tangle, but it certainly is new to me. So, some tangles I can grasp right away, others I like to practice a little more, so I was thinking this one we would practice. So it's going to start off with basically an X shape. And then we're going to draw a horizontal line through the middle of the X. And I probably wanted this to end a little shorter, so let's go again. So we've got an X, and then the middle. Then we're going to connect two neighboring lines with an upside down V, so that we're basically turning each one into a diamond. Okay, now I'm going to look at each diamond and I'm going to take the left side of that top that I did, and I'm going to extend it. So I'm going to look at this one, left side, extend it, left side, extend it, left side, extend it, left side, extend it, and left side, extend it. Okay, now I'm going to take that whole side that I extended and I'm going to aura that from the top of the next diamond. So here's this diamond that I'm looking at, the line that I extended. I'm going to do an aura of that line from the top of the next diamond. I know this is confusing. This is a hard one. Not from the top of the extension, just from the top of the diamond. Let's look at that again. So this is the line that I extended. Now I'm going to go to the top of the diamond, not the extension, the diamond. And I'm going to aura that extended line. Turn again. Here is, oh, this one's a little wonky. Here's the extended line. Here's the top of the next one. So I aura that out. Here's the extended line. Move up to the top of the diamond. Aura the extended line, which makes it, the new line is parallel. Here's the extended line. Go up. It's aura. And we've got one more. Extended line, top of the diamond, and out. Oh, okay. This is a hard one. Maybe you'll have an easier time with it than I've been having. Then we're going to take, and I'm now going to connect. I'm going to connect those two lines, the last two lines that I drew. So it was the extended line with its aura line. Now I'm going to connect those. Connecting. Back to the beginning. All right. And then I'm going to take, this is the last piece that I need to do, is I'm going to go from the tip of, I guess that's the extension, and I'm going to come down in a diagonal line, making this a triangle. And each time, I'm just making that final connection, closing it all up. Wow, it's very cool. Boy, was that interesting to draw. So, you might want to practice this a couple times, but I'm just going to go for it at this point. And I'm going to open my squash book. Now you might realize why I saved that big one, because I do need a bunch of space for this. All right, so here goes nothing. So I'm going to start with the X. Make my X this time just a little bit thinner, I think. And then I need to divide through the middle. And it's just easier for me. I don't draw horizontal lines super well. I do better this way. All right, now we make the V's at the top, which turns each space into a diamond. Okay, now I make my extensions off the left side of the diamond. Each time I'm looking at my diamond and I'm going off the left. Turning my paper definitely helps a lot with this one. Okay, back to the beginning. So now I needed the aura, or the parallel line, to this extended line. There's my extended line, my parallel line, extended line, parallel line. And remember that these parallel lines are coming off of the top of that diamond. Okay, now I have to connect connecting those, the extended line and the parallel line. Okay. And finally, I am making the triangle. And there we go. There's Cochombros. Ooh, that was a hard one. Really hard one for me. Okay, so when we think about where we want to put the shading, I think this is a very interesting question, because I think it's going to keep changing each time I do it. I might try something different each time, but for this time, I'm going to shade this bottom of the triangle. then I'm also seeing this plane as going into, so I'm going to come down, and this is definitely going to change how it's perceived, because each time I look at this tangle, I see something a little bit different. And I think part of that has to do with how well I drew my lines. And then I might just put a little darkness in the middle. And there we go. There's Cochombros. Oh, hope you had fun with this one. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.